Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Well, good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to Grand Lake Health Systems Field for another Western Buckeye League encounter between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Elida Bulldogs. I'm Joe Hilber, and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's contest. Alongside me, Zach Farrell. And Zach, tonight is the annual St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame game. And, of course, we have 9 inductees this year into the Hall of Fame. And, of course, we'll be going down to the field shortly as MC Bill Kellemeyer will introduce all the inductees. But, again, here we are in early October, game number 9, and beautiful weather.
Early October, and it's not game time yet, but the temperature outside is 70 degrees. Pretty amazing. Yeah. Bill Kellemeyer will be joining me at halftime as well. We're going to talk to him about the Alumni Foundation and the Hall of Fame. This is such a neat night, Joe. It seems like it grows every year, and what a great thing for our community to be able to honor these 9 individuals and induct them into the Memorial Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. The Elida Bulldogs of head coach Kyle Harmon, they come in with a record of 5-3 overall. They are 4-3 in the Western Buckeye League. The Rough Riders are 4-4 overall and 4-3 in the Western Buckeye League. The Elida Bulldogs are on a 1-game losing streak. They lost last week to the Wapakoneta Redskins by a score of 44-3. The St. Mary's Rough Riders, on the other hand, what a difference the second half of the season has made. They struggled in the first half of the season. They have since run off 4 in a row as they come in after really a lopsided win over Kenton last week at Kenton.
Yeah, every week on the Bo Fry show with you, Joe, he talks about them, how much they're improving. They're getting better. They're getting better. We've seen it significantly out of the offensive line. We've seen some running backs really step up, put the game on their shoulders, and other people act as role players. And how about the freshmen we've seen this year, Joe?
Oh, absolutely.
4 or 5 freshmen not just participating or just getting into the game, but making significant plays for this team. It's exciting to see freshmen because we know we got 3 more years of them.
Absolutely. Well, the Rough Riders, I'll tell you what, they are led offensively by Colton Mabry and Dominic Osborne. Both of those guys are ranked in the top 5 in the Western Buckeye League in rushing. Colton Mabry, 130 carries, 868 yards, 108 yards per game average. This is also impressive, 6.7 yards per carry, and he has 13 touchdowns. Dominic Osborne, on the other hand, he is 5th in the Western Buckeye League in rushing, 118 carries. Listen to the balance, 834 yards, 104 yard per game average. He's averaging 7.1 yards per carry, and he has 5 touchdowns entering game number 9. So
the wing tee has always been better when you've got multiple running backs that the defense can't just key on one guy.
Can you hear me?
When there's a balance, it's always been better.
Good.
Well, the Elida Bulldogs, on the other hand, they've kind of switched to quarterbacks early in the season. Their quarterback now is Isaac Earl, a 5'9", 170-pound senior. He's 55 for 84 for passing for 550 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he's also thrown 5 interceptions.
Yeah, Elida's going to have a lot of shotgun tonight. Maybe more of a Van Wert-looking offense, but with maybe the skill of Kenton last week. So some very skilled guys. We saw that out of Kenton, but not so disciplined. And not a lot of, not as good of a offensive line as Kenton had.
Well, while we got an opportunity, let's talk a little bit about the possibility of the Rough Riders entering into the playoffs. Right now, they find themselves in the 14th spot. If they were to play next week, they would play West Holmes. We'd have to travel back up to West Holmes to play them. But keep in mind,
I'm sure Dave Wildbacher's looking forward to that.
I'm sure he is. And, of course, West Holmes has a totally different look this year because the running back that they had last year that was so outstanding has transferred out, and so they have a whole different look. But you also speculated, Zach, that if the Riders can win out and beat Elida and also beat the Bath Wildcats to conclude the season, that they could jump and possibly host a first-round playoff game.
Elida is a Division III team, so that gives us extra points. And Bath and Elida both have 4 wins, so we have the ability, St. Mary's does, to jump into the top 8, which means a home playoff game. Absolutely. How neat would that be for these seniors, for this team, to start the season with 4 straight losses, and they end up coming out with a home playoff game. I'm looking forward to seeing if they can get wins tonight and next week. That's going to be really exciting if we're having a home playoff game the week after.
Well, as you can see on your screen, the Memorial High School All-Brass Marching Band making their way on to the field here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field in preparation of the induction ceremonies that will take place shortly.
Just to talk a little bit more about playoffs a little bit, if they just win tonight or just win next week and just have one game, they're pretty much guaranteed to still be in the playoffs. Even if they lose 2 games, there's a possibility that they could still qualify. There's just so many. There's 16 spots, and there's only, I think, 23, 24 teams in our region. Correct. So there's still a chance, even if they lost 2 games, that they'd be in the playoffs. But you talked about West Holmes. There's also Cleveland Glenville sitting there at the top of the region, that if we fall too far down, I guess we're going to be traveling all the way to Cleveland, Joe.
Absolutely. Well, keep in mind the Rough Riders will enter if they do. Right now they're at 4-4. They at 14, the 15th team in our region, I believe, has a record of 3-5.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Rough Riders will continue to play good football. And I think when I talk to Coach Fry each and every week, he said they're getting better. And it's just a shame that this half of the season couldn't have been played at the beginning, because I think the more that the Rough Riders have played in the second half of the season, the better they've gotten, the more confidence they've gotten. And when they would have played the Defiances, the Salinas, and the Walpoks, I think it would have been possibly a little different outcome.
Well, we know it's a really young team, and so with young teams, you'd like your harder part of your season to be at the end of the season. If you got a more experienced team like Salina does, it's okay to get those games out of the way in the beginning. But you play the schedule you're given, and you got to make the best with what you have. And we're seeing this team come alive here in the second half, and Coach Fry and his assistant coaches making a lot of good decisions and good adjustments. This defense this year is truly one of the best that I think we've seen in the last few years.
Well, as far as the numbers for the Riders in the Western Buckeye League defensively, they are number 5 against the rush, giving up 161.8 yards per game. Second in pass defense, which is pretty good. 4th in team defense at giving up 289 total yards per game, and then 5th in scoring defense at 21.9 points per game. On the other hand, the Rough Riders are the number 1 rushing team in the Western Buckeye League. They've been pretty much at the top of the league league leaders pretty much since about game 4 or 5. But they are the number 1 rushing offense at 280 yards per game. They have scored 27 touchdowns on the ground. They are obviously last in the Western Buckeye League in passing. They've only got 21 yards this year.
I think we definitely expected that there would be a little bit more of that this season.
I agree. And they're 5th in total offense in the Western Buckeye League at 301 yards, and scoring they're averaging 25 points per game. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to send it down to Bill Kellemeyer, who is the president of the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation, and he will do the introduction of tonight's inductees into this year's class of the Hall of Fame.
In 2006, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation was established to serve 2 primary functions: to raise endowment funds that benefit the St. Mary's City Schools, and to establish, administer, and maintain a Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame, in its initial inception, recognized those who have achieved excellence in 3 areas: academic and professional achievement, athletic achievement, and service to St. Mary's City Schools. In 2020, the Foundation's Advisory Committee added an additional category recognizing military service to country. In the interest of time, we ask that you hold your applause for the end of the ceremony. We also encourage you to read the football program for this evening so that you can read the full account of the achievements of tonight's inductees, 9 accomplished individuals. For academic and professional achievement, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes St. Mary's Memorial High School Class of 1954 alumnus, Dr. Paul R. Young. The late Dr. Young is represented on the field by his wife, Mrs. Deb Joseph. For his extraordinary professional contributions as a founding figure in the establishment and growth of the discipline of computer science in the United States, for his impact on national policy in the discipline, for his teaching and academic research that impacted thousands of undergraduate and graduate students, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts Dr. Paul R. Young into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame for academic and professional achievement. For academic and professional achievement, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes Memorial High School Class of 1961 alumnus, Mr. Wayne Freewalt. For his remarkable self-made success and ingenuity in the tool and die manufacturing industry for over 50 decades, for building Omni Manufacturing Incorporated into a multi-million-dollar business that is one of St. Mary's largest employers, for his care and concern for his employees, and for his leadership in the greater St. Mary's community, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts Mr. Wayne L. Freewalt into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame for academic and professional achievement. For athletic achievement, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes Memorial High School Class of 1959 alumnus, Mr. James Ronald Shamp. The late Mr. Shamp is represented on the field by his wife, Mrs. Marla Shamp, and his sons, Mr. Brian Shamp and Mr. Kirk Shamp. For his outstanding athletic career in football, basketball, and baseball while at MHS, for setting records in every single pitching category at Memorial High School, which stands to this day, for his professional baseball career with the Cleveland Indians. The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts Mr. James Ronald Champ into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame for athletic achievement. For athletic achievement, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes Memorial High School Class of 2003 alumnus, Mrs. Stacy M. Clausing-Wiseman, for her outstanding athletic ability in track, for breaking and setting numerous Memorial High School and Western Buckeye League records in her career, for winning 2 track state championships, one on a relay team, one as an individual, for her outstanding achievements in track at Indiana University, both the Big Ten Conference and the NCAA, as well as at the national level. The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts Mrs. Stacy M. Clausing-Wiseman into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame for athletic achievement. For service to St. Mary's City Schools, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes St. Mary's High School Class of 1921 alumnus, Mrs. Annalie Hipp Steva. Representing the late Mrs. Steva on the field is her nephews, Mr. Tom Steva and Mr. Pete Steva. For her outstanding service to St. Mary's City Schools and the greater St. Mary's community, for her influence in the lives of many young women that extended well beyond their time at MHS and Mrs. Steva's classroom, and for her impeccable business reputation in the St. Mary's community and beyond, the St. Mary's High School Alumni Foundation inducts Mrs. Annalie Hipp Steva into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame for service to St. Mary's City Schools. For distinguished service to St. Mary's City Schools, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes Mr. Larry L. Gruber. For his unwavering dedication to and positive influence on Memorial High School students as an educator, coach, and mentor, for establishing this Memorial High School Wrestling program and building and inspiring that program to become a powerful force of individual and team championships, and for remaining steadfast to that very program to St. Mary's City Schools for 5 decades, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts Mr. Larry L. Gruber into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame for service to St. Mary's City Schools. For military service to country, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes Memorial High School Class of 1933 alumnus, First Lieutenant Robert L. Greiner. Representing the late Mr. Greiner on the field is his nephew, Mr. Jack Greiner, and his great-nephew, James Schnelly. For his courage, bravery, valor, and gallantry in action, his sacrifice for his fellow soldiers and country, for which he was honored with 2 of the nation's highest military honors, the Silver Star and Purple Heart, for representing the best characteristics of an MHS graduate of patriotism, service, leadership, and honor, and for making the ultimate sacrifice for his country in the Battle of the Bulge, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts First Lieutenant Robert L. Greiner, for whom the St. Mary's VFW Post 9289 is named for, into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation's Hall of Fame for military service to country. For military service to country, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes Memorial High School Class of 1941 alumnus, Sergeant B.E. Langrich, Jr. Representing the late Mr. Langrich on the field are his children, daughters Mrs. Carol Fensky, Miss Peg Langrich, Mrs. Joan Smith, and sons Mr. Dave Langrich and Mr. Jim Langrich. For his courage, bravery, valor, and gallantry in action, for his heroic service to a grateful nation during World War II, for his many commendations and medal citations that document his extraordinary and meritorious service and bravery, including the Distinguished Flying Cross Medal, and for serving our nation in one of the most dangerous jobs in World War II as a gunner on a B-17 bomber, one of the flying fortresses. The St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts Sergeant Bernard Edward Langrich, Jr. into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation's Hall of Fame for military service to country. For military service to country, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation recognizes Memorial High School Class of 1965 alumnus, Sergeant Michael J. Lynch. Representing the late Mr. Lynch on the field are his children, daughters Mrs. Joni Castellanos and Mrs. Jacqueline Taverna, and his son, Mr. Josh Lynch. In recognition of Sergeant Lynch's exceptional skills and courage under fire in the United States Air Force in the Vietnam War, where he's awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross Medal, and for his service and dedication to the rule of law as a special agent in the Federal Bureau of Investigation, where he gave his life in the line of duty, the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation inducts Sergeant Michael J. Lynch into the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation's Hall of Fame for military service to country. Please join me now in a round of applause for our Hall of Fame members, the late Dr. Paul R. Young, Mr. Wayne L. Freewalt, the late Mr. James Ronald Sham, Mrs. Stacy M. Clausing-Wiseman, the late Mrs. Annalie Hipp-Steva, Mr. Larry Gruber, the late First Lieutenant Robert L. Greiner, the late Sergeant B.E. Langris Jr., and the late Sergeant Michael J. Lynch. Thank you.
What a special moment here for the 9 inductees of the 2023 class of the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation Hall of Fame. 9 individuals recognized for major accomplishments, major achievements in their lives to be recognized this year. Right now they're asking this crowd to come to their feet. They'll remove their caps. We'll have the presentation of our color guard. Our color guard tonight is sponsored by the American Legion Post 323 in St. Mary's. And of course, before they present the colors, the high school band is playing the alma mater.
Always a poignant time, but especially tonight on Hall of Fame induction ceremony night to hear our school's alma mater. What a great rendition there from the St. Mary's All Brass Marching Band, and what a great ending to that ceremony that was.
Absolutely. Well, we'd like to welcome you, if you've just joined us, to Grand Lake Health Systems Field in St. Mary's for this Western Buckeye League encounter between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Elida Bulldogs here on Rider Nation Station. We're glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. Right now you see on your screen the presentation of the two school sportsmanship committees.
Joe, we got people watching from all over the country tonight. If you're watching from anywhere super special, go ahead and let us know in the comments on YouTube. We'll try to give you a shout out. I want to give a shout out right away to Jackson watching tonight in St. Mary's. He's in Mrs. Huber's second grade class. That makes him a super second grader.
Is that it?
I was also a super second grader in Mrs. Huber's class. So thanks, Jackson, for watching us and tuning in.
You were always an overachiever. Well, there you see on the screen the color guard. They'll do the presentation of colors, and then we'll have the playing of our national anthem. And, of course, as you can see, the color guard is being sponsored by the American Legion Post 323 in St. Mary's, as I mentioned a moment ago. So we'll pause as they make their way to the south end of the field as we prepare for the national anthem, and then we're going to get this ball game underway.
We would also like to thank our area scouts for raising the flag tonight. Troop 38 from St. Mary's and Troop 84 from Elida. Please notice the BOW MIA empty chair in the south end zone. This is a physical symbol of thousands of American BOW MIAs still unaccounted for from all the wars and conflicts of the United States of America. Let us spare no effort for the release of any American prisoners still in captivity and a full accounting of those still missing. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party, dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, where it's time now for our game time temperature, brought to you by our friends at Fowler's TV. Zach, what kind of temperature we have?
Joe, we got 68 degrees tonight, and it's beautiful out here. Partly cloudy, but I know there's some rain in the forecast. I don't think it's supposed to start, though, till after midnight, so I think we're going to work out okay. It started, I think, an hour ago, it was 70 degrees, so it is dropping. I did see that it's going to get down to maybe 60 by midnight, so
we'll be out of here
shouldn't
by
change
then.
too much. Yep, we should be long gone.
Well, if you look at the flags, there is a breeze blowing from the north end zone to the south end zone, so it will have an effect for the team going to the north end zone as they will be into the face of the wind, but it's not blowing real hard. It shouldn't be much of a factor, but nonetheless.
We've been so fortunate for weather this year, Joe.
We did last year. So.
Yeah, it's been 2 good years. I'm going to give credit to our sponsor, Fowler's TV, for the game time and temperature. They must have.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Good karma.
Good vibes. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Well, the St. Mary's Rough Riders have made their way onto the playing surface, as has the Elida Bulldogs. Should be a great ball game, a good test for this Rough Rider offense and defensive unit. Of course, Elida started out the season extremely strong. And they upset a few teams along the way, but they faltered last week against the Walpock Redskins by a score of 44-3. So their offense did not reach the end zone. They got 3 points off the leg of Ethan Ramsdale.
Joe, do you know? Did they lose their quarterback to injury, or did they just switch quarterbacks? Do you know?
I'm not 100% sure, but I do know this, that even though they have changed quarterbacks, the quarterback that has been replaced is still in the top 10 in the Western Buckeye League stats. He's at the bottom. He's number 10, but he's still there. So I don't know. He may have gotten hurt. I'm speculating on that, but nonetheless, the quarterback for them tonight will be Isaac Earl. a 5'9", 170-pound senior. And this Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes here in St. Mary's. We want to thank Varsity Lanes and all our fond sponsors for being with us this entire season. If you get an opportunity to stop by these fine folks, stop in and say thank you for sponsoring Rough Rider football, because without them, we would not be here. Logan Rush will do the kicking for the Rough Riders. Back to receive the kick, I believe, is going to be Amari Wash and David Etzkorn. Rush approaches the football, and it's a low liner. It's going to roll, and I think Etzkorn is going to pick it up. And he's to the 25-yard line. And he is brought down there. So to start the ball game, the special team unit accomplished one of their special team goals, and that is to always stop the opponent's return inside the 30-yard line. That was accomplished.
Yeah, number 3, David Etzkorn, picking the ball up and nowhere to go. Good coverage from St. Mary's.
So the Elida Bulldogs will have the ball 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 27-yard line.
Tell you what, Joe, one thing that I want to see from this defense tonight is some turnovers.
Yes.
We saw probably 4 opportunities for some picks last week that went right through the hands of some guys or bounced out.
Etzkorn on the carry, give him a gain of 1. You know, when I looked at the turnovers in the Western Buckeye League stats, you know, probably about 4 weeks ago, the Rough Riders were in the minus column. Right now they're dead even. They're 0, so it would be nice to get on the plus column tonight. So the quarterback is Isaac Earl. He'll line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Wings to the right and left. Etzkorn. He'll flip it out to Amari Wash. Wash will get the first down, and he is going to be tackled out of bounds.
Trying to find that lightning in a bottle like Kenton had last week. Quick out pass. Try to get a couple broken tackles and run down the field, but much better job this week of St. Mary's of covering that and getting a tackle. Nonetheless, they get a first down.
Jacob Kessler in on a stop for the Rough Riders in that particular play. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Elida. Ball is at their 39-yard line. Earl will give the ball to Etzkorn. Etzkorn runs hard. It will give him a gain of about 7 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 3. Well, they say he gained 8. We'll call it 2nd and 2 for the Elida Bulldogs. Ball is placed at their 47-yard line.
Not a lot of push from Elida's offensive line, but just enough of kind of moving guys out of the way and creating some lanes to run and kind of a zone blocking technique.
Earl launches one downfield. The pass is intended, I believe, for number 7, Jackson. Number 2?
3.
Number 3, David Etzkorn. Well, this is kind of ironic to see their receivers are running back. All single digits, 5, 3, 4, 2, 7, and 4.
A little bit more difficult. Their jerseys are a lot better than previous years, though.
Oh, yeah.
Remember some of those? Faint orange that you couldn't see very well.
So it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 2 for the Elida Bulldogs.
It's a money down, Joe.
Absolutely. This is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief money down.
I think they got him stopped, Joe.
And I think they're going to come up short. We'll give them a gain of 1 on the play.
Elida's thinking about going for it. They're going to go for it, Joe. They sent their players back out.
All righty, big play for the defense here. See if they can get a stop and keep the ball on their side of the field. So it'll be 4th down, and we'll call it 1 for the Elida Bulldogs. We'll see if they try to draw that. I was just going to say, we'll see if they draw the defense offside, and lo and behold, on cue, we jump. Yeah, Hunter Mabry.
Encroachment on the defense. Number 33, 5-yard penalty. Result, 1st down.
Yeah, you got to be smart about that. You know, 4th down, that's going to be number one thing that they're going to try to do. Long count. It's a big left tackle Elida has there, number 75. Travis Atkins, senior, 6'5", 225 pounds. Looks bigger than that.
Ed scoring on the carry off the left side of their offensive line. A nice gain by Ed scoring. We'll give him a gain of 8. We'll call it 2nd down and 2.
Bring up 2nd and 2 at the Rider 39-yard line.
So the Elida Bulldogs in Rough Rider territory on their first possession of the night. 9:08 remaining here in the first quarter from Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Ed Scorn picks up the first down. He is stopped on the play by Cameron Dameyer. It'll be a first down for Elida, a fresh set of downs as they move the chains on the far side of the field. Big hole.
Yeah, so far not nothing too tricky, just picking a different side of the offensive line to run around. St. Mary's still sticking with 4 down linemen and not really getting a lot of linebackers stacked in the area, playing back more for the pass. I think just hoping that Elida makes some mistakes or that their D linemen can get some stops here.
Koval and Amari Wash wide to the right. Quick pitch, it goes to Etzkorn, and he is going to be stopped. We'll give him maybe a gain of a half a yard, if that. It may have stopped him at the line of scrimmage.
I think that play just took too long to set up. If you quick pitch it a little bit faster, maybe you can get an edge or at least get a couple yards. But it took so long, you had 2 St. Mary's guys 4 yards deep by the time you even tossed it.
So they'll call it no gain. 2nd down and 10 for the Elida Bulldogs. Ball resting at the Rough Rider 34-yard line. Man in motion. Pass over the middle is caught by Seth Sharp. And he is leveled.
Nearly intercepted. Watch this Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay here. Really nice route and a nice pass right into his receiver's hands. He bobbles it, gets demolished, and Noah Dixon nearly comes up with an amazing interception. Another great angle here, guys. Look at this.
Absolutely.
Ooh, man, right out of his hands.
This is another Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down. So big play for the Rough Rider defense. The ball is in the air. Pass is intended for Jackson Koval. It is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Obviously, the Elida Bulldogs in 4 down territory. They'll obviously run another play. See if they can pick up 10 yards and keep their drive alive.
Yeah, 3 pretty good downs from St. Mary's here. Playing good defense down the field and stepping up and getting some stops on some of these runs. They need to get 1 more down here.
So we'll see what how this all shakes out. 3 receivers to the right, 1 running back. We've got a Koval in motion. Earl goes back and he is stopped.
Sacked.
And that's a Spring Street storied sack for the Rough Rider defense. Hunter Mabry.
Making up for that penalty.
Oh, absolutely. Let's check it here on the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. Noah Dixon pins him in, and here comes Hunter Mabry from the right side of the Rough Rider defense.
He didn't really have a time to think about throwing it down the field. He had guys in his face right now. So great play call from St. Mary's.
Rough Riders will have it for the first time here in the ball game. 1st and 10. Give it to Colton Mabry. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play.
Number 34, Colton Mabry, the ball carrier.
Good blocking up front. That was just a little outside trap there. We called that a 16 or 17. Elida just did a really good job of filling that gap. There's a pretty good hole there created from that O-line.
Carson Sturwald out over the ball. He's the center for the Rough Riders. Turn. Here comes Osborne. Osborne still on his feet, and I don't know. He's going to be...
He's still charging.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down right at the 50-yard line. Nice run by Dominic Osborne.
Joe, what I love about this run, if we got a replay here, watch them. Pretty good blocks up front from these two guards. Get a man on them. Nice job. They get them sort of tripped up by the line, but Dominic Osmond runs through it. Continues to work down the field.
That's got to be pleasing to Coach Fry, because earlier in this season you reach out a hand and they were going down.
Yep.
Full house in the backfield. Third down, we'll call it 2. Wallace turn, give the ball to Mabry. It'll be a tap house at the square, first down. They'll move the chains, and the Rough Riders will have a fresh set of 4.
Just a little fullback dive there off the right side. Didn't have to pull any guard or anything like that. Just kept it straight on. Sent the running back in front of the fullback. Good surge from the O-line.
Jacob Kessler gets the corner. He bounces to the outside, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. That'll be another tap house at the square, first down. Nice run by Jacob Kessler.
Great patience, great vision. Just sitting down nicely behind his guards. It's always a good sign on a sweep when the St. Mary's guards run through untouched and don't hit anybody till 7-8 yards down the field anyway.
Those are textbook pulling guards when they run out there together and turn that corner.
Yep.
Give the ball to Colton Mabry. He'll go on a dive to the left side. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it second down and 6.
Gain of 4 to bring up second and 6 at the Bulldog 29-yard line.
St. Mary's knocking on the red zone here, trying to get first down and put one in early on.
Osborne busts to the outside, and we're going to have a tap house at the square, first down. But, boy, he got leveled.
Took a big hit at the end of the play, but he's tough enough to handle it.
Watch this right here. You can see the tackle at the end. He's standing straight up.
Boom.
Riders will go first and 10 at the Bulldog 21-yard line.
That'll be first down for the Rough Riders. Ball is placed at their own 21-yard line. Wing to the left. Man in motion is Mabry. Trap up the middle.
Wide
touchdown
open
by Osborne. Boy, that's a Fowler TV touchdown by the Rough Riders, and good misdirection in the backfield. I'll tell you what, they had Mabry in motion, and then all of a sudden right up the middle. Nice job up front by the guards and center, Will Glass, Carson Sturwold, Camden Roth, moving people out of the way, and Osborne virtually goes untouched.
I think that was the first time that they ran a trap tonight. Everything else had been off-tackle dives.
Well,
that was the play before. Everything had been dives or sweeps.
Logan Rush on to attempt the point after touchdown. Rush on the season is 16 of 19. They're going to fake it.
Fumbled.
I think it was a bad snap, so
Yep.
they're going to make the best out of it. Throw it in, and it's good.
Wow. What a play.
Number 87, Keaton
Fishball. Broken play.
Absolutely.
Bad snap. You yell fire, fire, fire. They send the guys out, say run some routes, and then you throw it up for prayers.
So that's a Fowler TV point after. I don't think we have that. Well, maybe we'll catch it on the way back. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
Already back at Grand Lake Health System Field, where the Riders score first, 7-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. This kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes, and there you see the replay of Dominic Osborne taking it to the house, I believe 21 yards out.
Looked untouched.
Logan Rush on to do the kicking for the Rough Rider. Etzkorn and Wash back to receive the kickoff for the Elida Bulldogs. It's going to be a short kickoff taken by a short man, number 12 on the return for the Elida Bulldogs.
Keaton Hockey had a big hole there, a little scary for a second. Joe, we know we had the great tradition before the game of the Alumni Hall of Fame that's turning into a new tradition, an old tradition that they've brought back for the past couple years that's really starting to be pretty neat. It's the Pucky Huddle. Wanted to let everybody know that the Pucky Huddle is going to be on Sunday, October 29th from 1 to 5 p.m. at St. Mary's Memorial High School. The admission is a monetary donation to Goodfellows.
Very good.
So come in, lots of crafts. It's always something I remembered as a kid, and I've been there the last couple of years, and it's been real nice.
Boyd Taylor Compton comes across the line and throws Etzkorn for a loss. Good job, and he's just a youngin' too. Sophomore, I believe.
I think he's a freshman.
Freshman.
Yep.
So that's another freshman on the field for the Rough Riders, as is number 44, Owen Ott.
Yeah, Elida has had not a lot of luck running horizontal.
Quick pass out to Wash, and he breaks a tackle. And I'll tell you what, when you break tackles like that, that can make
not only
Nick
broke
Yale
a tackle, he yo-yoed him forward like a roller derby. Look at that, swinging him forward. Gave him a slingshot.
This is a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down for the Rough Riders. We'll call it third down, and we'll call it 3. So the Rough Rider defense had an opportunity to shut them down, but they've let them out. And with an opportunity to pick up a first down. Oh, nice stick by Jacob Kessler. I don't know where they're going to mark this one because he went up in the air past the first down, but when his feet touched, they came back. Yeah,
they're marking them way short.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, that's just a good play by Kessler. He had the first down by about 1.5 yards, and then when he went up in the air, Kessler got him and pushed him back, so they're about 0.5 yard short. So it'll be fourth down. We'll call it a short 1. Isaac Earl, the quarterback. And we've got a timeout on the floor with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. It's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 8, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. Back right after this.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health System Field where the Elida Bulldogs called a timeout. They're going to go for it, I believe.
Yep.
Fourth and a short 1, so
under center.
Isaac Earl will go under center. We'll turn, give the ball to Etzkorn, and I don't know if he
got it. Just barely.
He got it. We'll give him about 1 yard. He needed 1 yard. We'll give him 1.5 yards, so it'll be a first down for the Elida Bulldogs. Football will be placed right at the 50-yard line.
Just a little offset eye there. Haven't seen that formation in the WBL in a while.
Nope. First and 10, Elida. Ball at the 50-yard line. Earl goes deep, and the ball is almost picked off by Jacob Kessler. He was step for step with the receiver.
Elida tried to pump and go there, but Jacob Kessler did not bite on it. A little surprised that Elida's quarterback decided to still throw it.
Pass was intended to Jackson Koval. Falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Joe just got a picture from the Flagels watching from Kauai, Hawaii.
I heard they were there. That's cool. So, welcome to the Flagels. I'm watching on Rider Nation Station from Hawaii. Ooh.
Luke Bournes with a nice stop there.
Think about this particular tackle, though. When he throws him to the ground, he throws him about 1.5 yards more. So it's third down and less than one. So this is Dr. Mike Compton, neck and back pain relief center. Money down for this Rough Rider defense. We'll see if they can get a stop.
Yeah, you're going to toss them like that, toss them backwards.
Exactly. Isaac Earl in the shotgun, got a man in motion. Give the ball to Ed Scorn, and he's going to pick up the first down for the Elida Bulldogs. They'll move the chains. They'll get a fresh set of 4. 40 ticks remaining here in the first quarter.
Ed Scorn just doing it all on his own, really not getting a good push from his O-line, but he came in there flying really fast, straightforward. It's really hard to stop somebody from getting a yard when he's already got that kind of a head start on you.
Play clock is at 13, game clock's at 22, so they'll have to run one more play before the end of the quarter. Hawkey in motion. Earl. And it's almost picked off by Carter Steinberg. And the incomplete pass, the clock stops.
It's 3 or 4 opportunities already, Joe.
Yeah.
I want to see one. I just want to see him get a couple of these. Turnovers like that are more than strategically important. They're backbreaking for the other team's morale and just puts a team away early.
Earl give the ball to Ed Scorn. He busts out, and he's going to be close to a first down. We'll give him a gain of 9. We're going to take a quick break. That's the end of the first quarter with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 8, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. It's time now for our Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by our friends at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244.
2:47 and running, and the Rider fans can start to smell it and feel it. Back-to-back state championships in Division II football. Whoa. Hang on, St. Mary's. We got just 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Tony brings him to the line. Turns, hand the ball. Sean Lamb. Sean gets it to the 24-yard line. Well, I got to tell you, Tim Duncan, Skip Herkenstein, James Holtzapfel, Andy Mayer, John Gibson, Billy Kellemeyer, Billy Caper, and Jake Sutton up front have just done a superb job again this afternoon.
All righty, we hope you enjoyed that edition of our Big Ralph Rider replay. Some familiar names announced. Bill Kellemeyer was one.
Yeah, Bill Kellemeyer, president of the Alumni Foundation. We'll have him up here at halftime to talk about the Alumni Foundation and their Hall of Fame.
All righty, we've switched ends. Elida will now be going into the north end zone. It'll be third down, and we'll call it 1. And this is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief center. Money down. So we'll see if the Rough Riders can get a stop here. We got pressure on him, and good job by Cameron Dameyer to knock the ball out of the hands of the intended receiver. There you see right there, good coverage. Yep.
Targeting Edscorn again.
So it'll be fourth down. We're going to call it 1. Of course, Elida will go for it.
Going to stay in shotgun. I'd be surprised if Edscorn doesn't get the ball. Oh, they kept it.
And he's not going to make it. Isaac Earl faked the handoff to Edscorn. He kept it.
Big
As a matter
stop.
of fact, he's going to get a loss.
Taylor Compton's back there. Great stop.
So the Rough Riders will have the football as Elida turns it over on downs. The Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10. The ball is placed at their own 32-yard line with 11:51 remaining here in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Well, halfback went in motion, Joe, but
Foul on the play.
One of the linemen.
Full start on the offense, number
jumped as
71.
well.
5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Albert Sporting Goods, Grand Lake Roofing, Spees Chiropractic, Fowler's TV, Family Audiology and Associates, American Legion Post 323, Varsity Lanes, All Glaze Equipment Rental, Spring Street Storage, Minster Bank, Plus One Professionals, just some of the fine folks bringing you Rough Rider football tonight and throughout the course of the 2023 season. Colton Mabry on the carry.
Speaking of Albert Sporting Goods, we do have our merch shop up and running. You can go to the link on our Facebook page, Rider Nation Station. I'm going to get myself a quarter zip from there. They've got lots of polo shirts and hats and ball caps and pretty interesting things if you want to support Rider Nation Station. We thank our friends at Albert Sporting Goods for setting that up. And, yeah, Joe and I are available for autographs if needed.
Well, and they're black shirts, and we'll sign them with black pens.
Broken play.
Yeah, they're going to lose some yardage on this particular play. They're going to lose about 1 on the play, so we're going to call it 3rd down, and we'll call it 13 for the Rough Riders.
Cody Wallace either turned the wrong direction or a running back was not where he's supposed to be.
Well, you know what a quarterback will do. They'll say it's the other guy's fault.
Yeah. Now it's 3rd and 13. It'll be interesting to see if St. Mary's tries to break out a pass here.
I think they may go with some misdirection in the backfield. Let's see what happens. Nope, Wallace is going to go back to pass. And it's going to be a screen pass out to Mabry. He's got a hole. And we'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play.
It's a good gain, nice design play there. But at this position in the field, you really got to be closer than that if you're going to go for it on 4th down, so they're going to punt. He had a lot of room to the outside there if he would have kind of bounced it out, but ended up cutting up the middle.
Hunter Sprague in to do the punting for the Rough Riders. He is the league's leading punter, averaging 41.7. No, that's over his head.
Still has a chance to punt it.
Yes, that's a good punt.
What a recovery. Get a roll.
Get it.
Wow.
I'll tell you what. Excellent job by Hunter Sprague to run that down and make something out of nothing. Of course, it'll hurt his average from the line of scrimmage, but nonetheless, he kicked it from about the 3-yard line.
Joe, I didn't say anything on the air, but you and I were just talking about how good the snapping has been this year. That was the first time we had a bad snap, a really bad snap on the field goal, and the first time we've had a really poor snap on the punt.
Yeah, 51 yards he kicked it, but unfortunately, you take the average from the line of scrimmage, so.
The 51-yarder from the 10-yard line, it only looks like 14 on the stats book.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Elida Bulldogs at the Rough Rider 49-yard line. Edscorn up the middle. They'll give him a gain of a couple.
David Edscorn, the ball carrier.
Up front, you have Hunter Mabry, Logan Compton, Caleb Turner, Owen Ott. Linebackers are Cameron Davis and Kevin Perry. Luke Bournes, Carter Steinberg, Noah Dixon. Jacob Kessler in the secondary. Kevin Perry in as well. Pass is incomplete. And I failed to mention Taylor Compton.
Not a ton of pressure on him. It's a really poor throw.
This is a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down for the Rough Riders. Also like to thank Hewer Renovation, St. Mary's Foundry, Schaff Auto Sales, Freedom Marketing, Lori Yelton State Farm, David Weilbacher, attorney at law, Tap House at the Square, TSC, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Some of our fine sponsors as well. Earl. Good pressure by the Rough Rider defense. Owen Ott is in there. Taylor Compton's in there. Those are the two freshmen we talked about.
Hunter Mabry getting in there too, it looked like.
Well, this will bring up a punt, and of course, 4th down and 8. This brings up a punting situation for the Elida Bulldogs, and then to do the punting for Elida is Logan Crow. He's punted 26 times on the year, averages 38.3 yards per punt. Fair catch called for and caught by Noah Dixon.
Well, it just seems like we're just starting out the same spot where we did the last drive. Need to get down and put this one in the end zone. Taking up a lot of time, just 8 minutes left in the second quarter. For as good as the defense has played, really got to have some more points on the board from the offense. Do not want to keep Elida in this game going in the second half.
1st and 10 for the Riders. Ball is at their own 18-yard line. Mabry on the carry. You know, and as I was going through the defensive lineup on the sheet that I got, I came across Hayden Davis. And, you know, we haven't mentioned Hayden Davis for quite a while. But as I scanned the sidelines, he's in street clothes down there. So apparently he is has some sort of injury, so he's not in the ball game. Andy says it's his knee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he had that a few weeks ago.
Colton Mabry. No, that was Dominic Osborne on the carry. No gain. So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll still call it 6 for the Riders. This is a big play. Trey Moore comes in.
We'll bring up 3rd and 6.
This is a passing situation for the Rough Riders, but the last pass they attempted, they completed. It was like a screen to the right side, but it falls incomplete, a little misdirection. And Kevin Perry on the run.
A little bit of a counter play there. I know Coach Bo Fry wants to go for this. He's not even thinking about a punt. Out there, I spoke too soon. Here comes the punt team.
So that'll bring Hunter Sprague in. You know, you get kind of leery when your last snap sails over your punter's head.
Yeah.
If it goes over his head this time, it'll be in the end zone. Hunter Sprague on to do the punting.
Oh.
It's a fake, and Colton Mabry will pick up the Tap House at the Square 1st down. Let's see if we can catch this one. That'll make the St. Mary's Foundry video highlight reel tomorrow.
An intentional one there, unlike the Ohio State fake punt we saw this weekend. Great job, great call.
And, of course, I just caught the end of it over to the left. Did you see what Hunter Sprague did? He ran back like it was over his head.
Yeah, good job, good fake.
Here comes Trey Moore on the carry. Nice run by Trey.
I was just getting ready to say, I know where you're at on the field. You don't want to give Elida the ball at the 30, but you're averaging 5.6 yards a carry. You know, maybe I would have gone for it at that.
Absolutely. We'll give him a gain of 8 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 2 for the Rough Riders. Nice run by Trey Moore. Boy, he's not very big, but he's fast and he's quick and sees the field well. That's a tap house at the square, first down on a Colton Mabry run.
Just like that, the offense has a new energy about it. They're speeding the plays up, getting to the line quicker. Good surge.
Full house in the backfield with Osborne, Mabry, and Perry. Osborne on the dive. He'll get to the 50-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 4. We'll call it second down and 6.
That's a great angle down there on the field from, I think, Doug Spencer with the camera showing us.
At least they got a little better weather than they did last week.
Right into your living room like you're standing on the sidelines, ladies and gentlemen.
Perry gets the corner. He's to the 40-yard line, and they will bring him down at about the 37-yard line. So nice run by Kevin Perry. That's a tap house at the square, first down. Move the chains.
We're seeing a lot harder running from these running backs than we saw early in the season.
Yep.
They're not going down after the first or second hit. They're bringing some people with them. Better blocking, harder running equals a lot better results for St. Mary's.
Colton Mabry on the carry. I'd like to also thank our friends at Kogi Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's Eagles Lodge 767, Roots Pub, Dr. Mike Compton Neck Back Pain Relief Clinic, Buffalo Wild Wings, Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, and Ryder Rooters. And we've got a timeout on the field with 3:52 remaining here in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard. It's the Rough Riders 8, Elida nothing. Back right after this. .355 remaining here in the first half. Rough Riders lead 8-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Ball is resting at the 30-yard line. Let's see if we can get it into the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone.
Yeah, last time we ran right through it, 24 yards.
Nice run by Osborne. Another tap house at the square, first down. The ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Carson Sturwald out over center, full house in the backfield. Long count by Wallace. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. And he's going to get maybe a couple, if that.
Look to me like face mask, and there's the flag.
We got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play. We'll see what it's all about.
Ran a fullback dive, but they put Osborne at fullback. Hits it a lot quicker.
Let's listen to the official.
Foul on the play. Number 4 on the defense. Face mask. 5-yard penalty at the end of the run.
Nice one.
Two-handed face mask.
So we'll call it second down and 3 for the, well, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Okay, second and 3. And that should be a tap house at the square, first down, as the Rough Riders are now in the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone.
So I guess they just called that a 5-yard variety. I'm not really sure how that's only a 5-yard when he's
when you got two hands on it.
Right.
We're at inside the 20, Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone. Make sure you're always in your comfort zone, Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Wing to the right, turn, give the ball to Mabry. And we'll give him about 3 on the play. Rough Riders can pick up a first down without scoring, but they'll have to get it just inside the 5-yard line and to pick up the first down.
At the Bulldog
Clock is running. You see it on your screen in the lower right-hand portion. 2:20 remaining here in the first half.
Not expecting to see anything fancy, just some runs. That was a trap right up the middle. Nearly broke that one.
Osborne on the carry. It'll bring up third down, and we'll call it 3 for the Rough Riders. And again, they can pick up a first down without scoring. Mabry, and he's turned away.
He's going to get that first down though.
Yeah, he got the tap house at the square first down. He was brought down on the play by Amari Wash, I believe, number 4 or number 5, number 4.
Colton Mabry nearly carried him into the end zone, but just too many guys around.
So it'll be first and goal. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. So the Rough Riders staring a Fowler TV touchdown right in the face at the 2-yard line. Full house in the backfield.
QB sneak.
Wallace, quarterback sneak. Touchdown!
Little Philly push style there,
Absolutely.
Joe. And we got fireballs tonight. They're back.
So Cody Wallace scores a Fowler TV touchdown with the Fowler TV point after coming. Score comes at the 1:04 mark here in the first half. 14-0 currently on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Logan Rush will be on to attempt the point after out of the hold of Carter Steinberg. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 1:04 remaining here in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard, the Rough Riders 15, Elida nothing. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. It's time now for our Varsity Lanes Rough Rider kickoff as Logan Rush places the ball on the tee. There you see the Rough Rider touchdown.
Logan Rush on the kickoff.
Rush approaches the football. It's going to be a short kick, and it's going to sail out of bounds, so that'll be a Roots Pub penalty. And they'll get the ball, what about where it goes out of bounds, or to the 35?
At 35. Didn't get an opportunity this week for the onside kick, but looks like Doug Spencer got a souvenir ball there.
Yes, he did.
Elida will take over at their own 35-yard line.
Maybe the first time he's ever touched the ball on the field.
Period. So it'll be first and 10 for the Elida Bulldogs. After the penalty, they'll set it at the Elida 35-yard line. We'll see what the Bulldogs elect to do under head coach Kyle Harmon. Isaac Earl, the quarterback, he's going to go back. He's looking for a receiver. He'll launch it outside, and the pass is caught by Jackson Kowald.
Joe, a game that a lot of WBL fans are looking at right now. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Salina's up 3-0 over Defiance.
That's a big game in the
Close
Western
game.
Buckeye League.
Salina wins. They're pretty much, I think, guarantee the WBL championship.
Well, at least a tie.
At least a tie, right?
Earl, pass is intended for Hawkey. And it falls incomplete.
He had to be thinking about how hard he was going to get hit when he came down with that. Started to look forward a little bit there.
Well, the Salina Bulldogs, like you said, if they win tonight, they'll guarantee at least a tie, and they can win it outright if they defeat Wapak next week. We're going to call it 3rd down and 1. Ball is at the 44-yard line. Earl give the ball to Etzkorn. It'll be a 1st down. Needed 1, got a lot more. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Elida. They'll place the ball in Rider territory at the 34-yard line.
Of course, the clock will stop every time they get one of these 1st downs. Elida does have 1 timeout remaining.
Earl passes it out. Pass was intended for Kovalt. Falls incomplete. 30 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Well, it's not that Earl's passes are off target. He's had a lot of balls dropped by his receivers.
Yeah, he had some bad passes earlier in the game, but this drive, he's had pretty nice balls the entire time. Just dropped from it by his receivers.
There's another one across the way that's caught by Hawkey. So that'll bring up a 1st down. Clock stops as they move the chains. 15-0 Riders lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard. They're going to start the clock. We're down to 20.
Yeah, Elida just picking the defense apart right now.
Earl. And he'll get it across to Wash. Wash will get to the 20-yard line. We've got 3 ticks on the clock remaining, so we've got a timeout on the field called by Elida. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I'm sure your camping season was a lot of fun this year, so don't lose a minute of fun next year. At Kill RV Service, we're scheduling repairs for the winter season as well as remodel and insurance work. And due to high demand, we're offering 2 Saturday winterizing drive-thrus, October 14th and November 4th, both from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV Service. Call or visit us in Salina or online at killrv.com.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. There you see some of the alumni and Hall of Fame inductees enjoying tonight's ball game. First and 10. The ball is at the Rough Rider 20-yard line with 3 seconds remaining. This most likely will be the last play of the 1st half.
St. Mary's has 2 deep safeties sitting on the goal line trying to prevent anything back deep.
And there's nobody home as time runs out, so that's the end of the 1st half. On the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 15, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the Heuer Renovating halftime show, and Zach will take you through it with stats and an interview with Bill Kellemeyer. We'll do that and more right after this.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Grand Lake Health Systems Field for the Hewer Renovating Halftime Show, brought to you by Hewer Renovating, your home run construction company. Hewer Renovating, 419-394-8643. Call us for all your home renovation needs, Hewer Renovating. I'm Zach Farrell. I'm here with a special guest tonight. Bill Kellemeyer joins me up here. Bill Kellemeyer, the president of the St. Mary's Memorial High School Alumni Foundation. Thanks for joining me, Bill.
Thanks, Zach, for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Such a special week for St. Mary's, our community, and the high school. It's a chance for us to be able to induct a new class of inductees into our Hall of Fame, a Hall of Fame that has seemingly grown every year in pageantry and in class size. You know, we've added the veterans class service to our country in the past couple years, so we've grown the actual size of the classes each year, and every year I'm just blown away when I read the stories of some of these people, of the sacrifice and the great honor that they've bestowed to their community and to their school. So thank you for that. I guess any thoughts for tonight and from the dinner and all of that?
It was an amazing event. You're right, it keeps growing. It's basically a wedding reception by the time it's done. We had 200 and some guests up at the high school for the pregame, for the induction dinner and ceremony. It's a large undertaking. Kelly Huber does a great job with it. She mans most of that and organizes it. She does a tremendous job trying to make it perfect. I've had so many compliments from the families. The Champ family really appreciated, getting back here to see that history about their father. You touch on the military guys. I mean, those stories are heart-wrenching when you read them, especially when they've sacrificed their life for our country. And so, it's a tremendous undertaking, but it's a great honor for us to do it each year.
Well, I always like to talk to you. It's becoming a tradition now for this game. I wanted to talk to you about the Alumni Foundation itself. What projects are pending, what's going on with fundraising, and what does the Alumni Foundation do for our community and for our school?
Well, this obviously the Hall of Fame is an annual undertaking, and it takes up a lot of our time and energy, which is great time and energy. We do our scholarship program every year in the spring for our graduates, those that are about to graduate, those that are still in college and graduate programs outside of their undergraduate. Last year we did the Writer Talk with Galen, Cisco, Mike Elston, and Floyd Keith, and that was tremendous.
That was an amazing experience.
Mike turned to me before he left. He goes, "Bill, we could have done this with just one of us." I said, "We didn't know how it would go."
Yeah.
It was great, and so we look to doing that. We're thinking about trying to put together. I'm going to be talking to Jason Clark here in the next week about trying to do something for an Ohio State basketball game.
Oh, wow.
To see if we can't put a package together to go down and support our newest Buckeye from Ryderland here.
Yeah, Austin Parks.
It's in Austin, yeah. So, which he was at the school practicing today when we were warming up. So, or we were setting up. He was warming up for basketball. But, so there's some things out there that we're looking at doing, and we'll kind of regroup after this, reassess the Hall of Fame, and see what changes we're going to make, and then get on to our next projects.
Well,
always something going on.
Thank you for your service. I know you've got a great committee. Thanks to them. And thanks for what you do. I know that there's a Rough Rider raffle going on right now as well. I guess that's last day. The drawing is tomorrow?
Tomorrow, and that's been another tremendous. I mean, outside of the community support, the business support, individuals for the induction dinner and ceremony, what took place on the field tonight, this Rough Rider raffle is something else. And Diana Dominguez, she puts a lot of energy into that. She does a tremendous job with it. And, there's all kinds of stuff available there.
Tons of prizes, I think over 12,000. So if you're watching around town or you're in the stadium tonight somehow listening to us, grab somebody from the Alumni Foundation and get your tickets while you can. I think there is some a website, and there's been some things posted on Facebook.
Yep.
If you can find them, you can get some last-minute tickets hopefully for that.
Yep.
Looking at the specific program tonight, the Hall of Fame of 2023 class of inductees. If someone wants to watch that, I know that Doug Spencer had it live on the Rider Nation Station's Facebook page earlier tonight. That was the program inside the high school.
Yes.
That one, I know you guys went into a lot more detail on each of the inductees, kind of read their biography and talked about a whole laundry list of their accomplishments. But then we also showed the on-field celebration tonight and ceremony that happened before the game on Rider Nation Station. So if anybody after the game is over wants to check on YouTube and watch that, it was a phenomenal, a great group. How has this year's class stuck out to you, or what about this year has been different or more exciting for the group?
Well, I think every time you put in a new class, they all bring different talents and gifts that they've, especially when outside the military. You got Stacy Clausing this year with her tremendous track accomplishments. You've got Ron Champ, baseball accomplishments. I think a lot of times St. Mary's people think Rough Rider football, which I know there's a rich tradition there. But, Ron Champ had a tremendous pitching career here at St. Mary's with baseball, and his records went basically undiscovered for 64 years. We found them. We corrected that record board. Stacy, two state championships, multiple Big Ten championships. She was an NCAA competitor. So I think just sometimes uniqueness of the athletic side of it, given St. Mary's Rough Rider rich football tradition. Then academic professional achievement. That covers so many things. We have two guys this year, Dr. Young, who's a founding father of computer science in our country, and then you've got Wayne Freewald, who starts a family business at the family farm and grows it into a multi-million-dollar business that's reaching all corners of the globe in all kinds of industries. And then, of course, you've got two fine people that have served St. Mary's City Schools. One who was a graduate from the old St. Mary's High School of 1921.
Wow.
With Mrs. Steva. And then Larry Gruber. I had Grube as a earth science teacher, as you might have had.
I did as well.
And I'm sitting there working on these plaques, and I finally get in touch with some of my committee members, and I'm like, am I looking at this correctly? Grube's been here for all 52 years of Rough Rider wrestling, and they're like, Yeah, I said, I'm just now putting this together. So who gets to say that? With Joe Paterno at Penn State,
Yeah,
50-some years? I mean,
we've been able to cover some wrestling matches over the past couple of years, and I thought it was a mistake when they told me.
Yeah.
He was celebrating his 50th year of wrestling. Larry Gruber, the same guy that taught me.
Yeah, it's just
it's unreal.
Him and Bob Pretty, back in 1971 started it, and of course then the military. That one I think just gets to you because even when you're shortening down the plaque script on the field to next to nothing because you're time limited, but you just know that story. Two guys that gave their life, one guy that probably could have easily given his life, a 25% chance of coming home. And he runs 30-some missions on a B-17 bomber, the Flying Fortresses. These guys, Purple Heart, Silver Star, the Distinguished Flying Cross Medal, won 2, with Mr. Lynch and Mr. Langridge. I mean, just the sacrifice in different wars, World War II, the Vietnam War, which if we look at American history, both are viewed kind of differently. But obviously, we have heroes in both of those conflicts that we get to honor tonight, and I think it means a tremendous amount to their family that their loved ones who aren't with them are honored. I think with the Griner family, I think we had family members meeting each other that hadn't met each other.
Wow.
So just even those sorts of connections that we really have no idea about putting it together.
I guess I'll just go through some of the inductees myself and just kind of point out some things that I didn't realize or that stuck out at me, but Dr. Paul Young is somebody that, unfortunately, I'd never heard of, but fortunately now I know of him. Like you said, a father of computer science, one of the guys that developed things and for computers and software, and has really changed our entire modern technology, and certainly been honored over many different venues and around the country. And sometimes we don't do a good enough job of finding out about those people and honoring them, and that's one of the reasons why it's so neat to see the Alumni Foundation start to do that and continue to do that.
Yeah, we certainly will continue to do that, and just we get the nominees, we do the research, and we try to undig everything that we can about them and be as thorough as possible.
Wayne Freewald has professional achievement, academic achievement. What sticks out at me is his impact on our community. He employs 150 people, sometimes more, at Omni Manufacturing, and 150 people is huge to our community of 8,000. Just think of as a family business and a local guy able to do that and put so much back into his business and keep that business going so successful for so long. Kind of, I hate to say single-handedly because he's got a great team with him, but everyone knows there that the things run well because Wayne's in charge, and just a great guy that doesn't ever ask for the limelight. I don't think he wanted to show up today at all, probably, but you got to get people like that out there. And he also, for the people that don't know, donates silently around town for the theater, for the stadium, for various projects, for his church, Wayne Street.
Wayne Street, yep.
So a great guy all around.
He is. He and Larry Gruber, you're talking about two just quiet and humble guys doing their thing and not really wanting any attention. There's two guys right there.
James Ron Shamp, another name that I had heard of but had no idea of his impact. Played professional baseball for the Cleveland Indians, and the neatest story about him is the fact that through this entire experience, you guys were able to dig out his statistics from the 50s and find out that he's number one in almost every single pitching category for St. Mary's baseball, and get his name where it belongs in the high school on the board, showing that he's number one in all of those things.
Family was pretty touched by that. Diana Dominguez took him over to the board, and I think the boys were really, and Mrs. Shamp were very touched by that. And so I'm glad we can correct history there.
Most pitching wins in a season, 10. Most pitching wins in a career, 19. Most strikeouts in a game, 15. Most strikeouts in a season, 104. Most strikeouts on a career, 221. One no-hitter in a season, one perfect game, and two no-hitters in the rest of his career. So just an outstanding athletic talent there for Ron Shamp.
Yeah.
Stacy Clausing, I call her Stacy Clausing because she's only a couple grades older than me. That's how I knew her.
Yeah.
Stacy Clausing Wiseman,
Yep.
just an outstanding runner. Actually broke my mom's record.
Oh, your mom?
I think in the 200 or the 400. So I always remembered her for that in high school, and just an amazing person off the track. But some things I didn't realize about her, that she broke state records. Broke the 400 record as a freshman or sophomore, which is amazing. You know, you think you'd peak maybe around your senior year or in college, but she may have even been faster coming into high school. Wins the Big Ten a couple times. Really just one of those people that quietly was just an outstanding athlete.
Big Ten Medal Honor winner, which is that's a tremendous honor. I was her friend, or her sister Leanne was a classmate and a friend of mine, so I've known the Clausings forever. She's wonderful. She did a great job, and we had footage of the junior year state championship, and it's amazing to watch that race. You know, they're basically in last place. She gets the baton and she clears them all to win the state championship.
Yeah, even though I was in high school, then that's the first time I had ever seen that footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's passes 5 or 6 people in her final lap there to come out on top. Annalise Steva, a name that I have heard so many times from different people about being kind of this godmother of St. Mary's and of the high school and touching so many lives, but had really no idea, other than knowing her son, Tom, had no idea about who she was and how much of an impact she had. And what stuck out to me is all the names that you listed of all of her former students.
Yeah.
And if you can get former students from being that long ago, that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, because 1921 graduate. She's over 100 years old if she was still alive. I know Brent Mill and I were talking about her one day, and he goes, all I can remember was that she used to drive a purple car around town. So these kind of figures, Annalise Steva and the Geigers and some of those ladies that were around town forever, even if you didn't have them in class, you ran across them somehow. You have some vague memory of them or some distinct memory that you recall about them. But yeah, served the school and really stood behind her young ladies and got them jobs. And people knew that if Annalise said, so-and-so is good for a job, they knew that was that it was a solid hire. And she just also had a lady of her time. She was ahead of her time with her education. Gets a master's degree from Columbia in New York City. Tremendous.
We talked about Larry Gruber, 52 seasons, part of the entire Rough Rider wrestling program history. Served as head coach for 43 years.
Still there.
Still there, yeah. Just incredible and a really great teacher on top of it. Always an interesting class to talk, almost more interesting to talk to him sometimes during class than it was to learn about earth science. Yeah. But a great teacher through the years. And then you talked a lot about Robert Greiner, Sergeant Lingrich. Robert Greiner, of course, gave his life for our country in World War II.
Lingrich survives all that and comes back and lives a full life.
Right. Robert Greiner, of course, I believe the VFW is named after him.
Yep.
Lingrich, he talked about being on the B-17 airplane. You said like a 75%
chance you don't come back from the mission, and he flies 30-some, and then like a month after he gets out of the military, the plane. The Miss Liberty Bell crashes and kills everybody on board. And
Unreal.
That's a month after he gets out.
And then Sergeant Michael Lynch, the city has honored him with a park on the east side of town near where he grew up, just past the railroad tracks. I know that that was a very important thing to the community, to the city, to the police force, that we wanted to honor him. He, if you don't know his story, you can. I actually heard it on a podcast a few months ago. As an FBI agent, he died in a plane crash while going with a bank robber to try to find where some money might have been hidden.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize. I guess I was reintroduced to his military service in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I had kind of always thought about his FBI service, but was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross in Vietnam, and certainly had a great service to our country there.
Yeah, I think most people do remember Mike Lynch and his tragic death with the FBI. But yeah, you're right. Reintroduced that other part of his history, which was service to his country in Vietnam and earning that Distinguished Flying Cross Medal, which is a great honor. So,
and just it was really neat to work a little bit with his late wife, Jane Lynch.
Wish she could have been here. That's unfortunate. Yeah,
she was so proud of him.
Yep.
And what I thought was amazing about her was she was so focused on keeping his memory alive so many years later, that she was so excited that the community hadn't forgot about him and was still honoring him.
And I think some of his classmates, I know that to Jane that meant a lot, obviously, and unfortunately she passed away before he could be put in. She suddenly got sick. But Frances Piles, who's also gone now, she was very loyal, and so was Michael Baer, also very proud of their classmates. So, yeah, a lot of people very proud of him.
Well, Bill, I've taken a lot of your time up here. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining me again. It's always great to talk about Rough Riders and especially our high school and the Alumni Foundation as they celebrate tonight the induction ceremony for the Hall of Fame.
I appreciate you having me. I look forward to coming up and visiting with you each year, and we'll schedule another one for 2024 when we get ready to do that one.
We'll keep up the great work. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back for the Hewer Renovating halftime show, we're going to look at some of the statistics from the first half, talk about some of the other games in the area, and get ready for the Riders to receive the second half kickoff. We'll be back right after this.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Yeah.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, and we want to thank Bill Kellemeyer, our guest at halftime. Great interview.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really fun time to talk about the Hall of Fame and just honor them and just reflect on their sacrifice to our country, to our school, and their great accomplishments around the world.
This Rough Rider kickoff return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. 15-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. You got any chance to give any stats, or we're going to work them in?
We're going to work them in a little bit.
Right.
Not too much. St. Mary's 10 first downs in the first half. Elida 8. St. Mary's 145 total yards. Elida 102. Rushing, St. Mary's 25 rushes for 137 yards. Elida 15 for 38. Elida passing 64 net yards. St. Mary's just 8. So not a lot of yards either way. Kind of just a back and forth with St. Mary's getting the scores and Elida not getting much until that last drive there.
Foul the play.
Yep.
Kicking infraction on Elida. St. Mary's is elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Not sure if that was an intentional attempt for a kind of a squib onside kick down the field, or if it was
either that or they tried to kick it away from our deep guys.
Right.
Well, it went right through the legs of one of the up guys for the Rough Riders, but nonetheless, 1st and 10. Here comes Mabry on the carry.
Colton Mabry had 10 rushes for 47 yards in the first half, averaging 4.7 yards a carry. Dominic Osborne had 9 rushes for 52 yards, and Kevin Perry had 3 rushes for 25 yards. I'd like to see Jacob Kessler get out there and get some more carries as well. Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of speed when he can get out in the open.
We've We've got a whistle stoppage of play on the field. Let's take a look.
Clock did not start.
Not for a while. It hasn't started at all. So let's take a look while they get the clock situation figured out. Take a look at scores in the Western Buckeye League. Walpock leads Bath.
Clock set to 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Walpock leads Bath 24-0 at the half. Salina leads Defiance at the half, 3-0. Van Wert leads Kenton in the second quarter, 19-6. OG trailing Shawnee 8-3. Those are two winless teams in the Western Buckeye League. There's a big ball game in the MAC. Versailles and Coldwater, and Coldwater leads Versailles at the half by a score of 7-0. Well, we got another whistle stoppage of play on the field, and the clock did not start. Well, you know what you do in this situation now, but you just reboot.
Yep. They're going to keep clock on the field. And I think they're going to reboot the clock up here and see what's going on.
It's working on my iPad.
Now it's stopped. They got it at 11:37. That would probably be right or close to it. So they're going to run the clock. And now they're running it. So clock is rolling. Wing to the left. Give the ball to Osborne. He's going to the left side. He'll cut up field, and he'll be close to a first down, but he's going to be about a yard and a half short.
Another good sweep.
Good block
there. By 60 for St. Mary's.
Camden Roth.
Backside guard might have missed a block there. That would have liked to see him get his head on, but it's okay.
We're going to call it 3rd down and 1. Ball is placed at the 44-yard line of St. Mary's, wing to the left. Turn, give the ball to Mabry, and he'll get a tap house at the square, first down.
Colton Mabry, the ball carrier. Result of the play is a Rough Rider first down.
Trey Moore comes in. This is always an interesting thing because when Trey Moore comes in, Ross Bowman checks out. So what does that tell you that formation they're going to do?
They're going to have a split out and not have their heavy set formation.
Osborne bounces to the outside, still going. Takes a host of Bulldogs to bring him down.
For everyone at home that doesn't understand what we're talking about, if you bring in a guy like Moore, you put him to the outside, you bring one of the defenders out there with him, so you kind of take him out of the play. But you lose somebody down inside to get a block or get a second block. They just brought Bowman back in, so they're going to put him as a second tackle on one of the sides. So he's on the right side there. So you have your center guard tackle in. So that we call that heavy to the right.
Kevin Perry in motion. They're going to go to the left. Osborne. And he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe lean forward to pick up one.
Dominic Osborne, the ball carrier for no gain.
Wing T under Doug and Bo Fry really likes running that heavy formation because it really puts a strain on the defense. They either got to put a bunch of guys on the line, otherwise they're giving up a couple holes already because you've got so many linemen out there, or you got to bring your linebackers up and try to fill some of those.
Two receiver split, one to the right, one to the left. Trap play up the middle, and Colton Mabry will pick up a tap house at the square, first down. Nice job, nice play call by the Rough Riders.
First down. Riders will go 1st and 10.
Well, I tell you what, he bounced his head off the turf pretty hard.
Yeah, he did. That time St. Mary's brought in two split receivers, showing that they may try to pass it, and then ran that up the middle. So it took a couple guys out.
More wide to the right. They're going to counter it back. They're going to fake with Mabry. And he's got a hole. He's to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Colton Mabry. From 38 yards away as we get a fireball.
What a run.
It's a Fowler TV touchdown. Nice.
What a play call.
Yes, nice play action, play direction, misdirection.
The fake,
whatever they had,
reverse.
They did.
Toss, fake reverse to Trey Moore.
And he faked it pretty good.
And he ran out of that. Look, number 4's trying to catch up with him here. He just runs right through it.
Number 86, Logan Rush on for the point after touchdown.
So the Rough Riders lead 21-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Logan Rush on to attempt the Fowler TV point after. The kick is up and the kick is good. So with 8:37 remaining here in the third quarter, it's the Rough Riders 22, the Elida Bulldogs 20 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
All-Glaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or allglazeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. All-Glaze Equipment Rental.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's.
Chef Auto Sales, Roots Pub, Pioneering Trading Company, the evening leader.
Logan Rush, go ahead.
It's an alumni foundation night. We got some alumni watching us from Cincinnati. Mark Reason, Aaron Bubba Peffenberger, Scott Lehman, all watching us down in Cincinnati.
Are they all together?
All together.
How cool.
Getting together to watch the St. Mary's Rough Riders on this Friday night.
Boy, Logan Rush is going to kick this one in the end zone.
Wow.
Well, that's a rarity. That one even landed in the end zone, so a good boot by Logan Rush on that Varsity Lanes kickoff. So the Elida Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll place it at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Elida, I kind of wonder if they shouldn't just come out and run their 2-minute offense.
Yeah.
St. Mary's didn't show at the end of the half there that we could stop it.
Low snap, ball out to Wash. Wash out there doing some shaking and baking, and he'll be close to a first down. Refresh my memory. The kick against Salina. Was it Nick or was it John?
That was Nick.
Nick.
Yep. And then this was Aaron.
Aaron.
Bubba. John's the oldest.
John, Nick, and
Aaron.
Yep. Okay. But that would be a classic Big Ralph Rider replay, that kick.
It would.
Against Salina. That was amazing. Wash has one blocker and manages to pick up the first down for the Elida Bulldogs.
Isaac Earl's pass is complete. Number 4, Amari Wash. So the play will be a Bulldog first down.
Noah Dixon, Taylor Compton in on that last particular stop against Amari Wash.
Looks like Elida's going with the no huddle, trying to speed things up.
Earl's pass to Wash, and it'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play.
Isaac Earl's pass is complete. Number 4.
I believe after the next play, we'll give the Rough Rider trivia question for this week. Tonight's Rough Rider trivia question winner will receive a gift card for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. The gift card can be picked up at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance during normal business hours.
No surprises this week, Joe.
Well, thank you very much. Ed Scorn gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So here's the Rough Rider trivia question for this week. This Rough Rider player graduated in the late 1960s. His senior year, the Rough Riders finished 3-6-1, beating Greenville, Wapak, and Piqua. Some of his senior teammates include Bryce Miller, Denny Seawer, Craig Speckman, Dave Stroh, and Kenny Hole. He was later drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, where he played linebacker for 4 seasons. Who is this Rough Rider player?
Share those answers in the comments of the YouTube or on our Facebook page.
We'll repeat the question after this play. Little screen pass out. Nice job there by Carter Steinberg. We'll get a look at this on our Larry Schaff replay, but here's the question again. This Rough Rider player graduated in the late 1960s. His senior year, the Rough Riders finished 3-6-1. They beat Greenville, Walpock, and Piqua. Some of his senior teammates include Bryce Miller, Denny Seawer, Craig Speckman, Dave Stroh, and Kenny Hole. He was later drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, where he played linebacker for 4 seasons. Who is this Rough Rider player? And they should get this one. The punt is up, and Steinberg pulls it in but runs right out of bounds, so that will stop the clock, and the Rough Riders will take possession. Good job on that last defensive series by the Rough Riders.
Yeah, really nice job of adjusting. Saw Elida come out in that same kind of quick, no-huddle offense that really tore through St. Mary's' prevent defense there at the end of the first half. St. Mary's was not playing as far back or playing as soft as they did in the first half, and were able to make a couple good stops there. Elida really threw it in the backfield a couple times, and we saw a great tackle there from Carter Steinberg and bottled him up.
Osborne on the 1st and 10 run. We'll give him a gain of about 1 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down, and we'll give it 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. The ball will be placed at the 27-yard line. You know, it's kind of good, in all honesty, that you did the trivia question last week, because we had a visual. So we had a picture of the player that we had in a Bengals uniform, but it was copyrighted.
Oh.
So we can't use it.
Okay.
So I'm glad you interrupted last week, or boom, we would have had it on there. But
maybe.
Misdirection and trap play up the middle will go nowhere. Elida did a good job stopping Osborne up the middle.
Gain of 1, it'll bring up 3rd and 6.
We'll call it 3rd down and 6. Ball is at the Rough Rider 29. 22-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Rough Rider offense just keeps plugging along, putting points on the board, and the defense is pitching a shutout thus far.
Yeah, struggling a little bit, though, in this series. Really need a 1st down here. Jacob Kessler.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Jacob Kessler there.
Number 14, Jacob Kessler, the ball carrier.
Does a pretty nice job of getting something out of nothing there.
Luke Burkholder on the stop for the Elida Bulldogs. We're going to call a 4th and 1. The Rough Riders are electing to go for it, so this will be a 4th and 1 situation and an opportunity to pick up a tap house at the square 1st down.
Why not? You're up.
We'll see if, nope. Mabry, second effort will give him the tap house at the square 1st down.
Kept his feet going, was really still potentially could have run away with that.
Colton Mabry, the ball carrier. Result of the play is a Rough Rider 1st down.
Bottled up, jumps over a couple guys, puts his arm down, but never his knee or elbow. It's almost a long run like we had from Osborne that other week, where he's bottled up and then pulled out of there down the field for a touchdown.
Riders are going to pass the football. He's got Fishbach out there, and it's complete for about a 9-yard gain. Well, I've always said it, and I'll say it again, that Cody Wallace does a lot better on those short passes than he does those 25 and 30-yard passes downfield.
Yeah, when you take the multiple reads out of it for him, you say, throw it here, throw it there. If the guy's open, look to your first guy, throw it right there. He does much better.
So Wallace 2 for 2 on the night. Wing to the right is Osborne. Give the ball to
Kessler.
Kessler, I believe. That's a tap house at the square, first down. They'll move the chains. Riders will get a new 4. 2:30 remaining in the third quarter.
I like what the coaches are doing here, working in some of these other backs. Kessler, Kevin Perry. You're up 22-0. Get some of these other guys some touches here with the first team line, because you don't know when you're going to need them the rest of the year.
Mabry, he'll pick up about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 6. And again, Caleb Schmidt we have not seen carry the football. I don't know if he's injured, but we haven't seen him yet tonight.
I think we will. I think it's still the third quarter. I think in the fourth quarter we'll start seeing even more of those guys get in, especially if the Rough Riders can put this one in the end zone on this drive.
Absolutely.
Of course, if they go for 2, that'll start the running clock.
2nd and 10. Here comes the fake reverse, and Colton Mabry will pick up the tap house at the square, first down. Now, here's the deal. If they would have handed that to Trey Moore, he could have walked to the end zone because nobody followed him. Nobody followed him.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if they run that anymore tonight. But what I like is it puts that play on the screen and on the video for the future teams coming up. Now they got to practice for this reverser. Same thing with that fake punt.
1st and 10. Here comes Kessler, and he's lost the football. And it's picked up.
Big guy.
It's picked up by the big fella.
Big fella, touchdown.
Number 58, Tanner Mealy.
Yes, sir. We like it when the big uglies up front get a score. Big man touchdown. That's living the dream right there.
There he is at the top of your screen, number 58. Good presence of mind to pick it up and run with it.
Jacob Kessler fumbling, making dreams come true here.
Well, turn around, Dominic. You got a guy to block. All right, the point after by Logan Rush coming after the Fowler TV touchdown. The Fowler TV point after is good. So with 1:18 remaining in the third quarter, on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 29, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. Back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this. Look at him.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
All righty. After the Tanner Mealy touchdown and the Logan Rush point after, the Rough Riders tack on 7 more.
Got another replay here.
Check how he totes the football right there.
Tanner Mealy. He's going to have to take some more reps in practice with coaches.
Got to learn how to tuck it under your arm, big fella.
Oh, just a dream come true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's. Logan Rush will approach the football. Edscorn and Wash back to receive the kickoff. Logan Rush with the wind behind him. It'll go to Edscorn. He'll let it go. It'll sail into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback for the Rough Riders.
Logan Rush's kickoff travels into the end zone for a touchback.
Second touchback in a row.
Well, keep in mind, he's got the wind behind his back.
Yep.
Which is okay. We'll take it.
Bulldogs will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Elida Bulldogs at their own 20-yard line. Man in motion.
It's a new quarterback, Joe. Nope, that's Isaac Earl. Yep, that's him.
Isaac Earl's pass is complete. I think it's out to Jackson Kovold, I believe, number 7.
Wow,
and Kevin
nice catch
Perry
on the,
knocks him out of bounds. So it'll be a 1st down for Elida.
Nice catch right on the sideline.
1st and 10 Elida, own 44-yard line, 1:07 remaining here in the third quarter. Amari Wash. And good job by the Rough Riders. Caleb Turner in on the tackle for the Rough Riders, as is Taylor Compton and Carter Steinberg. 2nd down, we're going to call it 3 for the Rough Riders, a pickup of 7. Isaac Earl and the shotgun.
Under pressure.
He's flushed out to the left, passes out, thrown, and it was intended for number 12. That's Hawkey. Incomplete. This will bring up a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down. Now keep in mind, as of last week, Elida did not score last week. They are already now 8th quarter, possibly without.
Well, they scored.
No,
they
7th.
They had a field goal last week, right?
But offensively touchdown. But an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, right. They haven't scored a touchdown
in 7 quarters.
Yep.
Looked like there's a wee bit of confusion on the field for Elida. I think they're going to call timeout.
Yeah,
so with 26 ticks of the clock remaining in the third quarter, 29-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
26 seconds remaining here in the third quarter from Grand Lake Health Systems Field in St. Mary's, Ohio. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching tonight's ball game. Pass goes out to Kovold, and he's going to be close to an Elida 1st down. The clock is going to continue to run. Now we've got an injured player on the field. The clock will stop with 13 seconds remaining. So while they attend to Jackson Kovold, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's.
I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, where it was good to see Jackson Koval walking off under his own power. It looked to be a knee that they were working on, and so he may be done for the rest of the ball game. But that's the end of the third quarter, just like that. Didn't have to do anything.
They didn't realize that the clock was going to start. I think, after the injury was done. So
we're going to take another break. We're going to come back. The Rough Riders lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard by a score of 29-0. We'll be back with the final 12 right after this.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health System Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. And
we were at commercial break, and they got started, and Riders got a big stop on 4th down. Great job from the defense there. Etzkorn just got bottled up behind the line. Hunter Mabry. The Riders are ready for that.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Riders. The ball is placed at their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Just starting the 4th quarter.
There you go, Joe. Caleb Schmidt, first carry of the game.
There you go. I'll tell you what, Caleb Schmidt, first carry of the night. He is a, wait a minute. He's just a sophomore.
Yep.
So can you imagine that, though, right now? Think about it. Caleb Schmidt and Osborne and Mabry in the backfield next year.
Yep.
There is Schmidt.
Caleb Schmidt, the ball
carrier. Jacob Kessler is only a junior as well.
That's right.
Lots of returning running backs.
That's always a good problem to have if you're a head coach. We'll call it 3rd down and 3 for the Rough Riders. Game clock continues to roll. Mabry in motion. There goes Osborne to the 30, 25, 20, 15, and he's brought down. And the Rough Riders are in the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone on that particular carry by Dominic Osborne. Good job by the folks up front.
Yeah, just a nice straight dive there.
There's a pancake block.
Pancake block down the field.
And number 27 for the Elida Bulldogs, that's Bentley Mooney. I think he's, they're going to attend to him. Yep, this is a Kogi Plumbing and Heating. They're in the red zone. Brought to you by Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Remember, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, they always make sure you're in your comfort zone.
59 and 68 down the field. Carson Sturwold and Will Glass down the field with a nice pancake block.
Well, while they attend to Bentley Mooney, we're going to take another break. We'll be right back.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
I'm sure your camping season was a lot of fun this year, so don't lose a minute of fun next year. At Kill RV Service, we're scheduling repairs for the winter season as well as remodel and insurance work. And due to high demand, we're offering 2 Saturday winterizing drive-thrus, October 14th and November 4th, both from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV Service. Call or visit us in Salina or online at killrv.com.
And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. They're helping Bentley Mooney off the field. So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 after the big run by Dominic Osborne. Be 1st and 10 at the Elida 13-yard line. Mabry, and we got flags flying everywhere as we have a Roots Pub penalty flag. A plethora.
Oh, yeah. 79. Oh, my gosh.
Flag on the play.
79 even tapped him on the back and said
play.
Sorry afterwards.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 79. Ball will be placed half the distance to the goal line. 1st and goal at the 5.5.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, Caleb Schmidt's may have got a little whiplash.
All righty, 1st and 10. 1st and goal at the 6. And touchdown, Rough Riders.
That's how you answer. You get your head nearly ripped off.
Caleb Schmidt with the Fowler TV touchdown, and nice hole, nice block.
Yeah, just a simple trap up the middle.
Number 50 on that particular play is Savion Murphy. So Schmidt on the Fowler TV touchdown, the Fowler TV point after by Logan Rush out of the hold of Carter Steinberg. Snap is back, it's high, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:27 remaining, it's the Rough Riders 36, the Bulldogs nothing on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Varsity Lanes Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Alrighty, this Rough Rider kickoff brought to you by Varsity Lanes and St. Mary's. Right now the rain has started to fall here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Logan Rush with the kick. It'll come down to Etzkorn. Etzkorn being hunted down by the Rough Rider Special Teams unit. Well, congratulations to Joey Sampson. He's the winner of our Rough Rider trivia question this week. Again, the question was, this Rough Rider graduated in the late 1960s. His senior year, the Rough Riders finished 3-6-1, beating Greenville, Walpock, and Piqua. Some of his senior teammates include Bryce Miller, Denny Seward, Craig Speckman, Dave Stroh, and Kenny Hull. He was later drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, where he played linebacker for 4 seasons. Who was that Rough Rider player? And how many did you say we had correct? 15?
15 correct answers.
15 correct answers, and the answer is Evan Jolitz. And I'm not 100% sure. I want to. I want to say that he. I want to say that he went to college at Xavier. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody will correct me on that, but I think he went to Xavier. And when, it is pouring. And when we talked to Greg Freewalt last year during our coaches program, I think Tim Fortney got drafted by the New England Patriots, but I think he failed the physical because of his knees. So he never actually made it into the NFL.
Temperature on the field is dropped to 63 now, down from 68. Sorry, I cut you off. What
That's
were you
okay.
gonna say?
That's okay. You're okay. Well, the rain is falling. People are starting to put umbrellas up, and actually they're starting to make their way to the exits. And keep in mind, with a 36-0 lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard, we now have a running clock in play. So the clock will continue to run. When is the only time that it stops?
For a timeout.
That's it.
Yep.
So even on change of possession, it's still running.
No, I think I think for change of possession and timeouts.
Okay, so if they run out of bounds, it still goes.
Correct.
Okay. 1st and 10 for Elida.
Chat says that Jolitz went to Xavier, then UC.
Oh, he did.
According to the chat.
That's okay.
And the chat on the internet has never been wrong. So
without question. Without question. So it's a gain of 9 on the play, so it brings up 2nd and 1 for Elida. Well, maybe our viewers will go up. Keep an eye on that, where we're at now, and see if they run home and watch the final few minutes on the play. I don't think they're going to make it. So I think the Elida Bulldogs are going to face a 4th and short.
First team defense in there still playing strong. They don't want to give up this shutout.
Absolutely. This does bring up a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down for this Rough Rider defense, who've played pretty good throughout the course of the ball game, throwing a shutout thus far.
Ball's out.
And Rough Riders have it.
Penalty down, though.
Yeah, we got a Roots penalty flag on the field. Maybe if it's against Elida, the Rough Riders will decline it and take the football. I got to see what it is. Is it a hold?
I think it's a hold on 80. I don't see any, unnecessary roughness or anything like that. And it's going to be a hold on 80. They're going to decline. St. Mary's going to decline it, and the offense is on the field.
I think Hunter Mabry fell on the football, so the Rough Rider offense back on the field.
Another angle here on the Larry Schaff Auto Sales replay. Carter Steinberg put his helmet on the ball, and that thing went flying.
So we got a new quarterback on the field for the Rough Riders. That's Aiden Meinerdig, a 5'9" sophomore. Eli McNeil goes wide to the right. That's Wesley Blair on the carry for the Rough Riders. The rain continues to fall and the clock continues to run.
I think you'll see Coach Dunlap do his best filibuster here on the sidelines to take up this whole play clock. Riders might score on this drive, but they're going to use up the entire 5.5 minutes while they do it.
I think so. They can. They only need about maybe 2 first downs, and that'll be about it. I want to say that's, I'm not sure who that is that carried the football.
Twenty-two.
22.
Logan Childs.
Logan Childs.
Lots of good guys. Lots of new guys in here. Logan Childs, Wesley Blair.
Eli McNeil, Aiden Meinerding, the quarterback. Turn, give the ball to Caleb Schmidt. He's going to bust. He's the 10-5, touchdown.
Second big long run of the night, Caleb Schmidt. Second touchdown for him.
That's another Fowler TV touchdown.
Ran right through the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone.
Absolutely.
Love seeing these young guys get in there, get some points on the board. This is lineman weather, Joe, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, the only thing negative about this is that we're playing on turf.
Right.
They like to play in the mud.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what the linemen like to do.
We don't get any slip and slides.
Nope. This Fowler TV point after by Logan Rush is up and is good.
I thought the defender jumped that.
On the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 43, the Elida Bulldogs nothing, back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Jolitz, Donovan Whitney. All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. 43-0 Rough Riders lead.
The celebrations have begun early for St. Mary's, taking some photos on the sidelines down there. This is a lot of these seniors' second to last game on the field.
Here's an interesting note that I got. My friend Donovan Whitney sends this. The last time Xavier had a football game, I think probably when Evan Jolitz played, the last time Xavier had a football game, they lost to Marshall in their comeback game after the plane crash.
Wow. I'll be honest, I didn't know Xavier had a football team ever.
I didn't either. So the ball sails out of bounds, and Elida will elect to take the football at the 35-yard line. The clock stops. Change of possession.
Line. First and 10, Elida.
So the Rough Rider defense has multiple changes. We'll keep you abreast and get as many kids mentioned as we possibly can. But I'm sure the starters on the sideline has told them we wanted this shutout. All righty, first and 10 for Elida at their own 35-yard line.
Joey Haig in there right now, the senior, 5'11", 190 senior for St. Mary's in the backfield, wrapping it up.
Parker Beam in there as well. We got a new quarterback for the Elida Bulldogs, number 13. That's Noah Justpile.
Robert Williams on that D-line. Matthew Murray.
Clock continues to roll. We're down to 2:34 and counting.
Hurtenstein down there, 98.
Boom. Boy, in there on the stop for the Rough Riders, number 48. That's Ryan Ruvold. Also 23 in on the stop.
Also number 1.
Grady Hughes.
McNeil sticking his helmet in there, making a good stick from his DB position.
Boom. Nice textbook tackle.
It's fun to see these younger guys in here, second teamers getting their chance, flying around with a lot of energy.
3rd and 13 for Elida. Ball is at their 32-yard line. Rain continues to fall here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Blake Holler on the carry.
Blake Holler, the ball carrier. Drops for no gain. Bring up 4th and 14.
So unless something unusual happens, the Rough Riders should walk away with a shutout. I think this is the first of the season for the Rough Riders as far as a shutout is concerned.
Grady Hughes back there.
And
offensive line there, celebrating.
Doug Spencer down there getting the players to pose a little bit for him. Nice punt. And that's going to sail out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's a nice punt.
Yeah, number 23, Grady Hughes back there.
Got the nose of the football to turn over. There you can see the rain falling, and a lot of the people have headed for the exits. Number 17 in the ball game, a quarterback. That's Dylan Fink.
Just a freshman. Hands the ball off to number 19, Zach Myers.
We got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field, and that'll be we're speculating a hold. That's what we hear from the truck, so we'll see.
63 in the game, Jackson Rammel. Working down the field, 28, Keaton Makeley. Meanwhile, the clock keeps ticking. It's probably going to end the game right
Down
here.
the play, holding on the offense, number 62. That penalty has been declined. We have the result of the play. 2nd down, St. Mary's.
And the clock runs out before the next play is snapped. So that's the end of the ball game. The St. Mary's Rough Riders shut out the Elida Bulldogs. First shutout for the Rough Rider defense this season. The final score, the Rough Riders 43, the Bulldogs nothing on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with a Heuer Renovating post-game show right after this.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust.
St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
All righty, welcome back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, where the Rough Riders have won this one going away by a score of 43-0. Before we take a look at the stats, let's take a look at some of the other scores around the Western Buckeye Lake tonight. Wapakoneta on a collision course with the Salina Bulldogs. Both of those teams threw shutouts tonight. Wapak beat Bath 38-0. Salina beat Defiance 17-0. Of course, St. Mary's 43-0. That's 3 of the 5 games that has tossed shutouts. Wow. Van Wert defeats Kenton 27-12. And Shawnee gets their first win of the season, defeating OG, who remains winless by a score of 15-3. So those are some of the scores around the Western Buckeye League, and it sets up a season-ending match between the Salina Bulldogs and the Wapakoneta Redskins next Friday night. If Wapak wins, there will be a tie in the Western Buckeye League between Salina and Wapak. If Salina wins, they'll win the Western Buckeye League title outright. So they're on a collision course for next Friday.
Always neat when it comes down to the last game of the season, doesn't it? Looking at some of the stats for tonight, St. Mary's 20 first downs, Elida 11. Total yards, St. Mary's 380, Elida 163. St. Mary's was 2 for 2 passing for 17 yards. Elida was 14 for 25 for 113 yards. Rushing, St. Mary's had 49 rushes for 363 yards. 1 fumble, but we know how that one turned out. Elida, 25 rushes for 50 yards and 1 fumble lost. Just 2 penalties for St. Mary's for 10 yards. 2 penalties for Elida. I'm not sure if that's correct. I thought they had a couple more. Maybe they got declined though. 2 for 10 yards. Third down conversion. St. Mary's 6 for 9. Elida 2 for 11. St. Mary's 1 punt for just 14 yards, but that was actually a lot longer punt because the ball went over the punter's head and he had to kick it from about 40 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Elida had 3 punts for a total of 112 yards. Average drive start, St. Mary's started at the 35.6, Elida at the 31.5, and the time of possession was pretty even. 24 minutes, 45 seconds for St. Mary's, 22 minutes, 27 seconds for Elida. But St. Mary's didn't need the ball very long tonight. A lot of big plays. Would get some first downs and then have a big run. Cody Wallace finished the day 2 for 2, 17 yards. Colton Mabry, your leading rusher, 17 rushes, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. Dominic Osborne, 15 rushes, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. Caleb Schmidt, 5 rushes, 46 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jacob Kessler, 4 rushes, 37 yards. Kevin Perry, 3 rushes, 25 yards. And Cody Wallace picks up that 5th touchdown on that QB sneak. 2 rushes for 1 yard. Looking at Elida, some of their individual. Isaac Earl, 14 completions on 25 attempts for 113 yards passing. David Etzkorn, 14 rushes for 46 yards. Cameron Kaufman, 5 rushes for 17 yards. Not a whole lot of offense for Elida. They were actually probably their best drive was right before half where they kind of ate apart the St. Mary's prevent defense, but not enough to really get things going there in the second half. And then the running clock started, and we got this game done quickly.
Well, Zach, thank you very much for the statistics. That's going to about do it here for Rider Nation Station. But before we leave, I got to say this. With this win, of course, Elida being in the division higher, the Rough Riders will definitely jump from 14. Well, they may jump 2 or 3 spots when it's all said and done. And so hopefully that will get us at least not going to West Holmes.
Yeah.
So, but then again, they face Bath next week, and of course, Rider Nation Station will be here to bring you all the action, and of course, it'll be senior night as well.
Bath had a really good game last week against Defiance, only lost by 1 point. This week they got shut out by Salina, so we'll have to see which Bath team that we get next week. They always play us strong.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it here from Grand Lake Health Systems Field for Rider Nation Station. I want to thank our entire crew who weathered the storm outside. And there's Logan and
Rich and
Dave. They're all in the truck. And Doug Spencer, Kylie Tennant, and Ross Henshin on camera.
And Susan Spencer.
And Susan Spencer.
Yep.
Well, we want to thank them for all that they do. So once again, our final score: the St. Mary's Rough Riders 43, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. With the win, St. Mary's runs to 5-4 overall, 5-3 in the Western Buckeye League. Elida 5-4 overall, 4-4 in the Western Buckeye League. Until next week, when we have more Rough Rider football here on Rider Nation Station. So long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
I guess Tanner Mealy's touchdown wasn't on there.
What's that?
Tanner's touchdown wasn't on there.
Because it doesn't count as a rushing attempt, just a continuation of rushing.
Gotcha.
So he actually was rushing yards, but not an attempt.
That's funny.
Because he didn't receive the handoff.